Hi, y'all. Hey, welcome back to my channel. We are live, and today's topic is don't bargain with dust in disguise. So everybody, welcome in, welcome in. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everybody come in. Also want to tell you guys about, a lot of you guys have been asking me about my ring. It just says Shera on it. I don't know if y'all can see that. Well, Silviax Jewelry, Silviax Personalized Jewelry sent this to me. And I got the gold Shera ring. They let me pick out a few things on their website. So I'm going to show this to you while people gather in. I got this really cute bracelet that I had them personalized to say J'adore, kind of like Dior. Some of these are going to be Christmas gifts to other people. So I got some Christmas shopping done early. This one says this is for a Christmas gift for someone. It says Katie. And I got that in silver with the little birthstone. And I'll take it out of the baggie for you guys. So if you're looking for some really personalized Christmas gifts this year, you can get these to say pretty much anything. It could be a nickname. It could be your alias. It could just be an object or whatever. So I think since a lot of people aren't going to be together on Christmas, sending them something personalized is a nice touch. So I did link their info below so you guys can go look through the website. Okay, now I'm going to show you. Oopsie. Oh, here's the one I want to show you. This one I had made especially for me. This is Star. So I had this made. Ooh. So it just says Star, and it's a necklace. I think it's a necklace. Yeah, it's a necklace, and you can get silver, gold plated, copper, and so you have your choice on how much you want to spend and how you want the quality of the jewelry to be. So it's in everybody's budget, and you can go high budget or medium or low, depending on how much you want to spend and what material you want to use to have this made. So Silviax Personalized Jewelry. Links are in the comments below. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, you know what? I tried to change the spelling of the I'll change it when I'm done, y'all. I tried to change it, but it would have taken the feed off, and then I would have to start all over and link a bunch of stuff, and I didn't feel like doing it. So y'all, I was trying to type real quick and get all this stuff done. So I'm gonna fix it later. I changed the title like 3 times, so but y'all know what I mean. Okay, thank y'all, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I will change it, so you all right. Maybe I can change it on my phone while we're on here so that the people that are just really tedious won't have to waste their money commenting or waste their time commenting that same thing. So hold on, let me do that real quick. But we're going to be talking about how to not bargain. Like, people will always try to get you to bargain with them by making you feel insecure or less than. Dusties will try to get you to bargain with them by making you feel guilty in some type of way, but you know that doesn't work with everybody. So guilt should not even come into your mind when dealing with a man. Okay, not even one bit. Guilt should never come into your mind when dealing with a man, ever. So if you're feeling some type of guilt, unless you've done wrong and you just standing there looking guilty as charged. But if you haven't done anything and you just actually met this person, you know, you shouldn't be feeling any sort of guilt right now. Or within the first, I fixed the title, y'all. Hopefully it'll go through. Within the first few weeks. And if you feel any type of guilt, that's the wrong man. Okay, you shouldn't go into a new relationship or a new person that you're dating. You shouldn't go into that situation with them making you feel guilty. So I call that dust in disguise. Oh, but he's got this and he's got that and he's, this and that. I don't care. He sound dusty. So he dust in disguise to me. Okay, that's what I call dust in disguise. So there's no need to ask about someone who's asking, what about building, or will you pay next time, or this and that. It's just dust in disguise, and you need to dust off and keep moving. Okay, why waste any more time? Why waste time asking a question? Why even bother going on date number 2 unless you're just trying to eat free food? Okay. Okay. So be sure, a lot of people fall for dust in disguise. As soon as they start asking questions that make you feel guilty, dismiss. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I think you have me mistaken for another type of woman. If they start giving you the whole runaround, and I call it the runaround because it's exactly what it is. Oh, my heart was broken, or somebody scammed me, or somebody took me for my money, or somebody just used me for money. Okay, well, that's them. I'm a whole different person. So somebody cheated on me, somebody did this to me, and somebody did that to me. Shall I treat you the same as I treat them? So when they tell you that, ladies, they're basically telling you, I'm not spending any money on you. And if they are telling the truth about being used, then what it simply means is that you're getting punished for someone else's issue or someone else's, crime. So just say, well, if you're going to judge me based on your last, whoever, then I might as well get up and go. So I don't think people realize that there are certain questions that you shouldn't even answer if you have high value as a woman. There's certain questions you don't even need to answer, period. And there's certain questions that men or dusties in disguise will ask to red flag their dustiness. Okay, and we all know those. And it's like you might be upset because it was going so well until they asked that question. And I'm like, well, they tried, but sorry, it's not going to work out. Yeah, when they're asking too many questions about your job, something's wrong. So don't bargain. Like if they say, okay, well, I know you don't want to do this, but you meet me halfway, or at least do this, or at least do that, or at least do that. The answer is still no. You don't bargain, baby. You don't bargain. It's like, no, I'm sorry. Either it's, So if you've made bargains, a lot of ladies who are in relationships or marriages have already made bargains, and now they want to get out of them. Never do them in the first place. If that man wants you, he's going to do whatever you need him to do without the bargain. A lot of men bargain with women because they're trying to settle with you, not because they want you. A man that has a woman that he wants in front of his face does not have to bargain with her. Because if he knows he wants that woman, he's going to do whatever it takes to get her. And it's not going to be a bargain. They're not going to bargain with what they really want. They're just going to say, okay, whatever you need, well, I got you. Even if that means money. Exactly. If a man really wants a woman and she wants money, and he really wants that woman, what does he have to go do? Get some money. Exactly. Okay. Just like if there's a car that a man really wants, and he wants to drive off with the car and drive it around and tell people it's his without having to rent it or having to just test drive it. He's got to what? Put a down payment and buy it. He got to put up some what? Money. So if they're serious about you, they're going to put up the money. They're going to find a way to get paid. They're going to up their hours at work. If that's what it takes, they're going to have a different stream of income. They're going to figure out a way to either get you what you need or let you go. But if you start to bargain, then that's when you start to bring yourself down in value. You see? And when you don't bargain, you help both of you. Okay, I'll repeat that. When you don't bargain with a dusty in disguise, you help both of you. Okay. And I say that because you make him aspire to do better. You make him reach higher than he's reached before. You make him man up. You make him stronger and smarter, because now he's got to figure out how he's going to get you. And then that means he got to figure out how he's going to get more money. And so you help both of you by staying on your level. If you come down, you're not helping either one of you. Okay, so y'all have to think like that. If you come down, you're not helping you or him, period. Y'all, this is Sasha's hat. She made me buy it for her. She really wanted to wear it, but she couldn't wear it to school. So I'll take it in the car when I pick her up so she can wear it. She got her whole outfit and new wardrobe and stuff. So this was one of the pieces. So I'm wearing it for now. Thank you. So I think a lot of ladies automatically assume that they have to bargain from the start. A lot of women simply assume that they have to bargain. Like it's in their DNA or it's in their blood or it's in their family or something. They have to bargain. There's, and if you don't, something's wrong with you. You're going to die alone. Da, 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 da. But that's not true. Don't believe it, and don't keep following that same pattern that's getting people in places they don't want to be. Yeah, what makeup am I using? Why Level Up Cosmetics, of course. This is Doll. And then I have the clear one as well with it. Make it extra glossy. It's Chapstick Alley. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you want a little bit of nude under it, use the Unbothered Nude Lipstick. Of course, the blush and pink chiffon. Thank you, Isn't She Lovely? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it possible to level up a bargaining relationship, or is it lost cause and I need a new man? Well, thank you, Daisy, for that question. Sometimes the man only got with you because you bargained. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you go to the car dealership and they give you a loan because you bargained them down for, a low price for a monthly payment, and then all of a sudden they want to up your monthly payment double. Chances are that person only got that car because of that deal. So if he's only with you because of the deal or the bargain you made, it may not work. So the best way is to inch away from that bargain little by little until you're out of it. Okay, just inch out ever so much. Like if you're paying half the bills, pay one less bill each month until you're no longer paying the bill. You know what I'm saying? Inch out. So You need your Starbucks, Tyra? Yeah, y'all need to go get some. I still have mine. But don't fall for dusties in disguise. So many women are so desperate that the first person that comes up to them, they're so excited. Oh, I got someone, they don't even, try to look for the red flags of dustiness, or they look past them hoping that, they're wrong about it. No, red flags are red flags, period. Okay. Thank you, Jasmine. Hi, Shira. What's your sale code for Y Wigs? It's in the description bar. Just get down in there and look. It's just my real first name. Here, I'll type it. Thank you, girls. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can save 10 bucks. There you go. Put that in there and you save $10. Also, he's trying to guilt us. Oh, y'all are talking to each other. We don't feel guilty over here. I guess he's not listening to the video that's playing now. Right. We don't feel guilty. We have what I guess I'm deprogramming a lot of ladies' minds from what society has tried to program women's minds to do. So we don't feel guilty for getting what we want out of life. That's the stupidest thing anyone has ever heard. You should never feel guilty for getting what you want out of life. So we don't care. Dust in disguise has no bargaining power. You shouldn't bargain with anyone unless you've doubled your price and are bargaining them down just to make them feel good about the deal because you've doubled the price. Okay. Of whatever, whatever the bargain is, you've doubled it. And so if they want to really bargain, you're still going to get what you want. Now, do you know your worth and then add tax, right? Should you tell sugar daddies that you're a model to increase your value? No, that doesn't increase your value, just so you know. Shira, should you? No, Linda. No. Here, I'm gonna answer all your questions. No. Okay, stop spamming, or else you're gonna be on timeout. I accidentally guilt tripped a guy I want for longer. Possible to still stay together. How to undo? Why do y'all keep doing stuff that y'all don't want to stay permanent? You know what I'm saying? If you keep doing stuff and you want to undo it, stop doing it in the first place. Okay? Stop doing the stupid thing in the first place. Just don't do it in the first place. Try another method, and the way that you can undo it is to apologize, actually, and humble yourself, because most of the time, whatever you say and do, the man's going to remember that. But you're going to have to say, oh, you're going to have to, I'm so sorry, I was wrong. And I was just feeling insecure because I missed you. Just make up some stupid lie. But don't repeat it. Okay? Because if you keep repeating it, no one's going to believe you anymore or any of your lies. So instead, think of an alternative way to get what you need, or get it from him in an alternative way other than guilting. What if a man tries to flex with his parents' car, house, Well, Google is there for a reason, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do your homework. You see, most women just date with their eyes and their ears. They don't date with their brains. Research. How to deal with people who bully me for being short, height, and petite, what would Shira say? I don't know why people would bully you for being little. I mean, I don't know what I would say. I mean, still take your man. I don't know, like You just mad because you can't fit my size? I don't know. I'd come up with something good. Best things come in small packages. I don't know. Make up something, girl. If that's up to you. What's my co-parenting advice with a Dusty? Move far away. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you want your children picking up dusty habits? Move far, so far that it costs him a lot of gas, and he won't. Actually, I don't think I would want a Dusty co-parenting with me. I'm just got to be honest, because they're going to teach my kids bad habits. Okay. Maybe weekend visits for a couple hours, and that's about it. I've stopped caring about my husband and what he is doing and stopped being affectionate with him. He questions if I love him, so I had to give him a kiss and say yes. Okay, good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Dust in disguise is not worth my time. Exactly. That's why you don't even bargain with that. Bargaining with dust will get you a dusty life. So just remember that when you start that bargain, you're going down the wrong lane. And I'm like, when I tell people that they're dusty, or if you are dusty, you don't have to stay dusty forever. That should be a temporary thing, So you shouldn't get offended by being dusty. You should just get motivated. So dustiness is not a permanent state, but if you are a dusty man, you shouldn't be trying to bargain with a woman to bring down their value, because you can't bring yourself up to her value. Okay. You don't, please stop doing that, man. That's kind of like going through the drive-through and asking the drive-through worker for the hookup. Can I get some free fries with that? Can I get the hookup? Or at the, trying to get, can I use your employee discount at some, register of a person you don't even know? Stop trying to bargain with people. Just get your money up, baby. Your dustiness is not a permanent state. So focus on that. And so that you don't have to be dusty in disguise. It would be better just to be dusty in the open rather than be dusty in disguise, because dusty in disguise makes you look silly at the end of the day. The dusty already know, people already know what they're getting when they see a dusty. That's basically up to them. But when you disguise yourself as, having this and that, but then secretly being dusty undercover, and then trying to bargain with the woman and make her come down to your level because you're really dusty and can't get up on hers, well, that's not very masculine, because now she figured out that you're dusty. Okay. And then the fact that you try to bargain with a woman to bring her value down into your level, it shows that not only are you a dusty, but you think she's stupid at the same time. Okay. People shouldn't fall for no bargain with a man. Just say, nope, I'm sorry. Just call me whenever you're able to do whatever. Just call me whenever you're able to be a man on your own. Don't need no woman to help. That's the only kind I need right now. The ones that don't need me, but want me. Relationships with a man should not be looking for a business partner in a relationship. He should be looking for a woman, not a business partner. Okay. There's plenty of grown men out there he could be business partners with or roommates with. He should not be looking for a wife or a woman for that. Following your steps, he got me a car, new place, and your child baby daddy provides as well. Sugar daddy wants to move us into his house. Help how to get the ring. Tell him you can't move in until you got that ring. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him, yes, you want to move in, but there's one problem. So he's going to be all excited because you get to move in. Start planning, the stuff. There's just one thing, though, before I move in. What, anything? There's one thing I need before I move in. Well, what, anything? Give me that ring. Okay? Thank you. Sure, if he says I love you the first time after half a year, best to say it back or show the finger with no ring. Well, have you told him you loved him or not? Just say I love you too. It's been half a year, dang. You can't get the ring without saying them words. Okay, we'll tell him. And try to cry too. That way you can get the ring. He'll think it's real. Okay, your husband has dusty behavior. What to do? Well, call him out on it. Just call it dusty. Ooh, why are you doing that? That's so dusty. Why are you doing that? That's a little dusty, don't you think? I bought an elixir a few days ago. Hope it gets. Yeah, it should. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. I used to date this guy 2 years ago. New to lifestyle, lost your job, quote unquote, lost. He didn't give me money, so I ghosted him. He's been trying to win me back ever since. What to do? Get his money. Ask him for money again. If a man is trying to win you back, then whatever you ask for should be given. Okay? If otherwise, he's not really trying to get you back. He's trying to rebargain with you. So whatever you were asking for last year, ask for double this year. See if he really wants you back. My ex got me something from Versace, but how do I ask for money? Well, since it's your ex, you can pretty much just say it that you need some money. I mean, there's no. You've already broken up. What worse can happen? Just ask him. Maybe he thinks, oh, well, maybe she's single now because she's asking me for money and she's not dating anyone. And maybe this is my chance to get back in, so I'm going to give it to her. Just ask. If he's your ex, he already did everything, so it doesn't matter. All dusty man on a slip of brown paper, put it in. What are y'all talking to each other? Age. Okay, so make sure that you don't go into the relationship too quick with a dusty man in disguise, because they'll have you fooled and then they'll bring up the worst thing ever. So, do you believe in building? Like, they'll woo you and introduce you to, friends, and they'll dress nice and look good and all that kind of stuff. And you think you done found the one, and then he'll start talking about building. Well, I believe in building. He'll try to play some core values and how he was raised and what he thinks and how smart he is and how high value he is and how da-da-da-da. But as soon as he talk about building, it's time to go. It's like, oh, you got that. You're the man. You should be able to build all that by yourself for your wife and kids. That's my fantasy, to have a man who can, bring home the bacon. I don't eat bacon, but that's the same. So I can brag on him, how he takes care of me. A lot of men will say, well, I can't do that. My mom, she was a hard worker and ABC and D. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry for your mom. Does she still work now? Don't go into thinking that she was a hard worker is a compliment. feel sorry for his mama. Okay. Play the reverse psychology role. Be like, oh, I'm so sorry for your mother. You take care of her now, don't you? They'll say team player. It's like, oh, I don't like sports that much. So, when they're going to always try to come with some type of excuse or way they was raised or what they believe or some type of religious thing, and just keep batting it down. Oh, well, that's okay. I'm really not the builder type. So, maybe we can just date. That means I ain't gonna build nothing with you. I'll eat free food with you, etc. But this ain't going no further because you're not good enough. Basically what you told him. So now he's going to change it up. He's gonna be like, well, I mean, I really don't need you to build with me. I just think that, it's a good thing, like Michelle Obama and Barack Obama and like Beyonce and like Jay-Z and all that. They're gonna start naming like celebrities and stuff. Oh, well, that's nice. Yes. But, my dream is not to be a power couple. My dream is to, make a home, bake, decorate, be a mother, da 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 da. I really don't have high ambitions of being a power couple. I kind of just wanted the traditional marriage. But I totally understand if that's what you're looking for. I really hope you find it. Basically, I'm not getting ready to go work like a horse for you. I'm a woman. Good luck finding whoever else is out there that's going to fall for your okie doke. And it also lets him know that you will find someone who will take care of you, because obviously you hooked him for him to even get to this conversation. So if you hook the next man who has the money to spend on you, then you'll probably most likely be very successful in that relationship. So that's why I'm saying don't bargain with the dusty, because you'll miss out on the next one who is ready to give you what you need instead of make deals and bargains with you. Okay? Don't sit there and auction yourself off for the lowest price. You're a working woman and your husband expects to share financial responsibilities. Well, he need to expect to share sexual he needs, well, if I gotta split bills and I'm gonna go sleep with other men. He's not totally providing for you. Okay, he's not no husband. Thank you, TV Sprinkle. He's a roommate, and you should be able to still date. That rhymes. If he act like a roommate, then you still need to be going out to date. Period. Right. But like honestly, before people get married, that's the kind of discussion they need to have, to whether he understands that she ain't finna work and bring home no money for him unless she's working and saving her cash for herself or whatever, or creating a business for herself at home and being able to keep her own money. That's the man's only job. He should just be able to do it. Okay, or else he don't deserve a wife. Period. Y'all are selling yourselves short to men that don't deserve you. Okay, y'all are basically giving yourselves away and paying a man to take you at this point. So that's why I preach level up. When you get married and pay half the bills, you basically sold yourself to a man for negative. You in debt. You get with a man, take yourself off the market, and now you owe him half the rent. So what, y'all are moving backwards. Okay, why even be married in the first place if you gotta go to work and give money out? You can do that single and still date several people until you find one that will pay for you all the way. I mean, it makes perfect sense to me. Well, you know, if you're already in the situation, just if you got to pay half that rent, then don't give nothing up. Become a roommate. You know, don't give nothing up no more until he can pay all them bills. Period. You said adulterous wife, poverty man, yeah. Poverty husband makes adulterous wife. Period. That one goes with the other. You know, if he can't give it to you, then you need to go figure out how to get it. You know, if a guy knows you need stuff but offers you the thing that costs the least, would you expect or deny the offer and drop him and move along? Thank you, Lola, for the donation. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's broke and he offers the cheapest thing, that means he's not trying to impress you, or he don't have the money, and any future with him is going to be a cheap future. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, like that's why you always double the thing that you want. So what, let's say you had a list of expensive things and he brought you the cheap thing. You should have went for the super expensive thing so he can go to the middle ground. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the all the way low ground, because he already know you're going to say no to that. So always start high. And if they bargain with you, you be exactly where you are. But like I said, I really wouldn't bargain with someone if they're giving me the cheapest thing or something way less than what I even will get for myself. Thank you, Tyra. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And y'all, I guess new people are here. I don't go by society standards because I have to personalize. You know, we have to personalize our own standards and morals in order to create the life that we desire. So that's what we do. And sometimes it means not bargaining with dusty men. Sometimes it means, you know, making a man be a man and not giving yourself away until he becomes that man. It only makes sense, but a lot of women just been brainwashed. So that's what we do on this channel. Try to get what we know our value is out of any situation. Relationship, marriage, dating, friendship, whatever. Okay. What if a husband pays all the bills but complain about paying? I told him to get another job. I don't work. Don't listen to him. Just put your earbuds in. Be like, I'm sorry. You'll figure it out. Poor baby. Thank you. You know, just say thank you and keep it moving. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Maybe he'll stop complaining when you just say thank you. Thank you. You do so much. I appreciate it, honey. And then just, that's it. I mean, what's he complaining for? He still got you. He should be complaining if you not there. Mm-hmm. Men love to hear I believe in you. Mm-hmm. On this channel, we get rid of the wash in the brain. Yeah, brainwash. Where did you get your hat? This is Sasha's hat, actually. I'm just wearing it. She got this from Target, y'all. This is a Target hat. This is Sasha's hat, and I'm just wearing it. How to deal with, let's see what's this. What to do with guys who try to brag about themselves and tell you they got multiple houses. Nothing. None of that matters until you got multiple stacks in your hand. It's like, oh, that's nice. Act like you don't really care or believe. Oh, that's nice. And then talk about something that requires financial assistance. and see if they offer you the assistance. Okay. What kind of what? Thank you. Oh wait, y'all are talking to each other. Okay, so yeah, this hat came from Target. Yeah. Okay. How to evolve from a dusty husband? Level up and go get another one, or a sugar daddy, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, the best way. What do you want to do? You know, what do you feel is right for you? That's what you got to go do. Level up first, so you could do better than him. Mm-hmm. He was dating a Dusty for 2 months, and he confessed he has a girlfriend. You're so disappointed, and you really enjoyed him. What are ways to make him feel bad and regret? Did he break up with you, or y'all still dating? Lillian. I'll just give both answers. If he told you he had a girlfriend, then he doesn't plan on leaving her. Okay. If y'all broke up because he told you had a girlfriend, he had a girlfriend, he's not trying to get you back, then he don't even want to be with you to cheat on her anymore. So, you know, I think you'll figure it out. What are the things I dislike about James? Like, is he dusty in any type of way? I think everybody has their flaws, I'll say. But I don't focus on his flaws because he doesn't really bring too much attention to his flaws, and they're not something that is repeatedly done over and over and over. So I don't really focus on those things because I wouldn't want anybody focusing on me as well. But he's older than me. He's a grown man. He know what to do. He's been done it before. He'll do it again. Basically, he doesn't need to be taught. He wasn't dusty when I met him, and he probably won't be dusty when he dies. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Dusty to me means you can't fulfill your role, the one role you got. So, how to spot a sugar daddy from a dusty when freestyling? The level of confidence they have and the eagerness to impress you versus bragging on themselves. The eagerness to make you happy and impress you, and they probably offer to buy you a drink or whatever. They'll be less likely to brag, more likely to just try to impress you. People that brag but not really trying to impress you, be a gentleman to you, and things like that, are just trying to show you what they have, but what you probably will never have access to, or what they are lying about having. So just pay attention on their confidence, and if they have to brag too much, they don't really have it. Okay. Most people aren't going to tell you everything that they have or brag about their, money when you first meet them. They're going to kind of not really talk about it. They may drop a few hints like what they do for a living, or their car, or what side of town they live on, but that's pretty much it. They're not going to go into much detail on it. So yeah, what you got to do is, if you are one of those ladies who are desperate and you seek validation, it's going to be hard for you to not bargain with men. It's going to be very hard. So you're going to have to practice. You got to practice. And it's like, some women can't say no. Some women can't pass up an opportunity, even if it's with a dusty. And y'all are going to have to, a lot of women are going to have to learn to do that. Because some women, if there's maybe one thing they like about the person, even though everything else is wrong, they'll still give them the time. I missed a donation. I didn't see one. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Inez. Hi, Shira. Thanks for all the advice. Where did you learn all that? Life, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Life and other people's situations. Thank you. So Yeah, let lots of opportunities pass you up if they're bargaining opportunities, unless you aim high, and whatever that bargain is still high. But don't ever bargain yourself back down to being with a dusty. Period. Learn to pass up things that are not what you like. Okay. What qualifies a guy to be a dusty in disguise? Okay. When they try to bargain with you, when they try to ask you to pay for stuff, when they try to talk about building, when they try to talk about, being this power couple and more worried about what's in your bank account and wallet and how y'all are going to build this and that together. And his mama worked hard, and he that's the qualities he looks for in a woman, is a hard worker. No, that's dust in disguise, baby. Mm-hmm. I have not had my eyebrows microbladed. How do you get your sugar daddy to marry you? Well, he has to want to be married, first of all. So he can't be just divorced. He can't be still married, or he can't be in his midlife crisis. So you got to find him at the correct age and the correct stage. Preferably 55 and up, or right before the age of 50, like 49, 48. They'll probably be more likely to settle down. Or take you on the ride of their midlife crisis. Thank you, baby doll sprinkle sprinkle. Sugar daddy wants to open an Amex card for me on his account so I can shop, but he'll know I lied about my birthday and name what to do. I don't know. Just tell him you'll fill out the application. I'll fill out the application, or just give it to him and tell him that you don't go by that name because you don't like it. I don't know. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't really go by that name. I don't really like it. All my friends call me this. You're going to have a backstory, so get to writing. I really don't. Just say you don't trust too many people, but, now that you've been with him for a while, you feel like you could trust him and tell him the truth. Mm-hmm. Just tell him your real birthday. I'm sure he won't care. Most guys don't care about that type of stuff. If he's trying to get you a car, he's past that. He don't care. Mm-hmm. You seen a sugar baby get sued in court because the man gave her a credit card in her name so he could? Well, what's he gonna sue her for? She probably just got another sugar daddy to pay off that other sugar daddy, so who cares? Get another one, girl. My mom is trying to get me to go back with my Dusty. I don't go backwards in life. She says I'm miserable without him. I think she's jealous of me, don't want me to bypass her in life. Well, time to bypass her then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That should give you even more motivation. Husband threatens to divorce on silly arguments. Stop arguing. What are you even arguing for? If it's not for money, then what y'all arguing about? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. As soon as a man asks me what I do for a living, dusty in disguise. Well, I don't think it's dusty in disguise. They just want to see if they can impress you. So if you say part-time receptionist and they don't blink and they don't act like it's a big deal, then they're probably not dusty. But if they keep asking, well, don't you want to do something? Well, don't you think you should do this? Or don't you think this is that all you want to do in life? If they try to down you for being a part-time receptionist or whatever, then they probably dusty. Or if they're not trying to give you a solution in a scholarship or whatnot, then they're probably dusty. So I'd be like, oh, I'm just a receptionist or just a part-time whatever. And most of the time men don't care unless they're trying to get your money. Thank you, 1025. I have lost weight, and because of it, my butt is smaller. People from my past keep saying I look better before, but I get more attention from richer men when I'm smaller. How to keep people's opinions out of my head. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get back fat and see what happens. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do what they want, baby. It's only your life. Who do you live for? You or them? Thank you for that donation, but you really got to stop caring. You really got to stop caring. Who do you live for? You or them? Are they gonna pay them bills? Send them old pictures of your booty. If they cash app you, girl, I don't know. Tell them they could still see it in old pictures. Okay. So, yeah, we don't live for them. We live for us and what's best for us. So, always do that. You found your man of my dreams thanks to Shera. Thank you. Shera is out here doing community service. Where is her tax write-off? I know, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What to wear on first date when weather is cool? Warm clothes, baby. They got sweater dresses, tights, boots, pea coats, trench coats. They have feminine winter clothes, baby. Get into it. Pinterest is your best friend. Classy winter outfits. Okay. Yes. So no more like, and you know what? Whether or not you're gonna deal with a dusty, all depends on your level of self-esteem. Okay. Remember that. If you start to even open your mouth to bargain with some dusty, that means you have low self-esteem. No, don't do that. A guy asked you out, even requested a nice ramen restaurant the day of the day he asked me out. If I wanted to get something to eat or go to his house and hang out. Girl, how old was he? Just out of high school? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So here's my thing. If y'all are trying to date young men, they're mostly going to be dusty unless they came from money or really focus on getting money. And so you're probably going to run into more dusty men the younger you date. So just date a little bit older or a lot of bit older. So, and also Dusty's in disguise. Like I said, they'll try to make you feel guilty for not wanting to build or, not having the same type of values. And they'll try to bring some type of political thing into it or whatever. And just say, well, I'm sorry, we just don't see eye to eye on that. But I wish you the best. Like continually keep your ground. Continuously say, you know what? That's great for you. But, and I wish you the best. And I hope you find someone like that. Basically, I ain't, I'm not budging, baby. You want me? This is how you get me. And then put them in a friend zone. Like, well, that's, I really hope that you find someone like that. And I also hope that we can still remain friends because you're a really good guy and you deserve to get what you want. Reverse psychology right here. This means you don't deserve me. You deserve Bob the Builder chick. And I will still be your friend. Even though you find Barbara the Builder, I will still be over here. So when you done building with Barbara and you done built up that bank account for me, you can be my plan B friend and come get me when you grown, basically. Okay? Come get me when you grown, basically, after you got with Barbara. Go ahead and build up your little empire for, a decade or so. I might get married, divorce, have kids. I might travel. I might stay single or whatnot, whatever I choose to do. I may date and get into a long-term relationship. And then, if he mess up and I see your papers up, I might let you know you can come get me at any time since you can take care of me after building on Barbara's back. And guess what? We can finally be together, but no time soon. It is what it is. And, a lot of people do this. They'll see somebody that has the potential, but they're not going to get into a relationship with that person until they can fully provide. And usually down the line, they figure out how to do it, either off of Barbara or whatever, and they'll come back and get the other one that they could never have or who was too good for them. Thank you, Model XOXO. Do young men always cheat on girlfriends? I'm pretty sure they do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, I wouldn't bet my life on that they don't. I wouldn't bet my life on it that they didn't cheat. I'd feel safer if I were to bet that they did cheat. So I would say yes. That's how when people ask me questions like that, like, thank you for the donation, by the way, sprinkle, sprinkle. When people ask me questions about, do you think they're going to cheat? Would you bet your life on that they won't? Well, that's what you need to go with. Thank you, Dick Tracy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because of you, I've realized I unlocked the magic of myself. It's like the world bends for me. Yes. True. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. So if you wouldn't bet your life on it, then there's your answer. Okay. Not all young guys cheat. Not all young guys cheat. But if you had to take a guess and that guess will cost you your life, what would you guess? Would you risk it? No, you wouldn't. So if you're willing to risk it, then go for it. If you're not willing to risk certain things, then go for one with less risk. You know what I mean? Go for an older one or a less attractive one. That's less risk. There you go. Most men cheat anyway, so go for something that's less risky if that's what you're wanting. And I don't really care. The cheating is not something that, first of all, is he paying bills? Do you still have to pay things? Do you still have to work? Do you still have to go clock in somewhere? Because that's the first thing I'm going to be worried about, not no cheating. Okay? So you must be very young. What triggers men? Money. Men are triggered by money. Where do you find provider men and what are the questions? There is none of that. I discuss it in every video. Rich side of town, baby. And you don't interview them. You don't interview them. They're looking for the fantasy, classy type woman. That's what you be, and you let them talk, ask very short questions. Don't talk too much and allow them to talk so you can gather information on them so you can check them out. Yeah. Go hang out on the wealthy side of town. Don't bargain with a dusty. That means don't come off your standards. You get in a relationship with one of them and thought that they had something, and then all of a sudden, oh, we need to build together, or could you pay sometimes, or I'm tired of paying, or they start complaining about paying, or they're talking about building and stuff. That's dusty in disguise. They fooled you, and now they need your help. You know, it's time to go. Yes, don't bargain with them. And some women will get caught up because they like the person so much they'll actually bargain with them, and that's where they go wrong. Finally caught alive. Okay, karma, sprinkle. All you got to do is look at older movies, watch how classy these women are. I'm talking about 40s to 60s, 1940s to 1960s. Yeah, back then women knew their value and they acted and dressed accordingly, and that's another thing. A reflection of your value is how you dress, how you carry yourself, and your manners. A man may want to bargain with you because you're not a high commodity, so make sure you are leveled up first. A Dusty keeps trying to see you, and I said I need money, and he said he got it for me. Well, I got to meet him, but it took him 2 weeks to save. Should I meet him? Girl. So you gonna see him every 2 weeks when he can save up to see you again? Sprinkle. Be careful about taking money from men that don't really have it like that, because they're going to be looking for the return. If you are dating a Dusty and they're scrounging for money, it's not comfortable. You know what I mean? Thank you, Model XOXO. You have a man who sent you money anytime, wants to move in and get me an apartment. What to do, but scared he's crazy. What to do? Well, go pick out whatever place you want to live in. Make sure it's nice and expensive and glamorous and luxurious, and get exactly where you want to live. And if he's crazy or whatever, I'm pretty sure he's not super crazy. But what's even crazier is that you can actually pick out a dream place with his money. So go pick out your dream place, and hopefully the crazy will not emerge if he's crazy. Okay, and if he ends up being crazy, at least you got to live in your dream place for a little while. Make sure you have money to move out at any time if you need to. All right. Should you block a Dusty that sends you messages? He's super cheap. What do you need him for? How's he beneficial to your life? Is he blocking other men from, getting at you? Is he wasting your time? Or you could be doing other things. I don't know. It just depends on what he's valuable to you for. So, if he's Dusty and he's trying to get up on you, he should be motivated to excel. That's right. High priestess, that's right. Don't let him sign the lease. You know, keep your name on the lease. Ladies aren't heading down a dark path by knowing their worth, Dawn. Do men head down dark path when they want sex? Exactly. The days of women not knowing their value are coming to an end, hopefully soon. But we're on the way. Okay. So many women know their value now. So men, you're going to have to do more, or you're going to have to level up yourselves. It's not free or cheap anymore unless it's with women that you probably don't want. Okay? Sorry. Goon the Dawn said, how do you deal with your ex getting pregnant, though you still got love? Well, if you would have married her and kept her and wifed her, maybe she would be getting pregnant with your child instead. So if you love someone, you should marry them and take care of them. Otherwise, somebody else will claim them in some sort of way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, you're trying to get a high-end product on clearance. Yes, they're trying to TJ Maxx you. So if you're on the shelf at Neiman's or Saks or Nordstrom, and they're trying to get you for the TJ Maxx price that you'll be there in about 2 years, you might be sitting on a rack at TJ Maxx in about 2 years. But they're trying to get that price now. You just came out. The Ross clearance, Ross is going to take what, 3 years, 3 to 4 years, depending on the brand. Something might not even get to Ross, you know. So they're trying, you know, it's like going to Nordstrom and being mad at the prices because, I can get a shirt, the same brand at TJ Maxx for this price. Well, then go to TJ Maxx, you know, or wait till I get to TJ Maxx. Shoot. That's going to be a long time though. By then I won't need you because I'll already be, you know, sold to someone else that had the money. Bye. Should you brag about your standards? Why would you brag? What is the benefits of bragging about your standards? If it's not beneficial, don't do it. Always think that. Always think about it. If it's not beneficial, why do it? If it's not going to bring you anything in, why do it? You know, if you're bragging about it, it means you're almost exploiting yourself. If you just are naturally raised or naturally a high standard woman, there's no need to brag. It just is what it is, you know. Right. Talking too much will get you nothing. Being, acting, and living in your value, in your high standards is enough. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing about what I do and the advice that I give and the ideas that I have. And I'm not trying to insult anyone, but a lot of women need to really just sit down and think about things and write down things and figure out things on their own, because it's this type of thinking that's going to keep the man and get money out of him. Okay. If you can't even figure out where to meet them at, there's no way you're going to be able to keep them in or get money off of them. Okay. So go sit in a room by yourself, close the door, turn off your phone, and sit and think, if I was a man with some money, where would I be at 3 o'clock? Where would I be at 4 o'clock? Where would I be at 5 o'clock? Where would I be at 6 o'clock? And write down every place you think a man with money would be at these times. And then you show up there. Okay. But you can do it, and I believe in you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the worst thing you can do is introduce your Dusty to the dollar store. That should be on a t-shirt for real. So yes, please sit down and think and use your brain. And you can figure out where to go. But you just need to sit down and think. Unbothered, without any distractions. And you will figure it out, I promise you. Okay. But apparently Shua's husband is broke. Oh, Frank, apparently you're broke because you're here in the middle of the day. Yeah. Yeah, he broke enough to have me, so I guess that's broke to some people, but probably not to you. Thank you. I ain't no Bob the Builder. All right then. Nope. High Priestess, nope. If a 50-50 pick Misha marries a Dusty and Dusty gets another side chick and wants a divorce, what to do in this situation? How to get money from the Dusty, no child, to get child support. Better go get his video game and sell it. I mean, what else do he got? Get all his sneakers and video games. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell me y'all got robbed and go to selling. Got robbed. Straight to the pawn shop. Y'all, the trolls are in here today. Hi, trolls. Y'all on y'all lunch break? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure y'all keep y'all masks on in that drive-through. Okay. All right. Please, how to stop habit of correcting, arguing, teaching men. That's my flaw. Stop being a mother to the man that you want to sleep with or want them to pay for you. Stop being their mama. They already got mamas. They don't need another one. Okay. How to stop? Be feminine. Don't be a mother to them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They already got a mama. They don't need a mama. If you with men constantly, you have to correct, then you with the wrong type, and he ain't no man. Okay. So you got to consciously try to not correct them and just let it be. Who cares? Is he correcting your bills when he pay them? Then that's all that matters. Okay. Or just think about, what if he was constantly correcting you? Wouldn't that be annoying? How annoying are you to other people? Put yourself in the opposite role and see how annoying you'd be if someone was always correcting you. Thank you, Psychology Meets Terror. You was invited by a man of means to go to his event with him tomorrow. He was going anyway before he asked. We haven't been talking all week. Do I go? Girl, go. You was already going. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And don't be looking for him. When he happens to see you, be talking to another man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Sid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for consistency and tips. You're like the auntie I always needed. Girl, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go look cute. And if he finds you, he finds you. If you don't, keep your options open. I wouldn't go so far as to bring a date. I'd go and mingle with everybody. Mm-hmm. Hey, Marcus. Marcus in the house. Mm-hmm. She'll extend you with my sprinkles today. I just said sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what if he has money but is disrespectful and abusive? Well, he wouldn't be if you were someone wouldn't be disrespectful or abusive to you if you don't allow it. You know what I mean? So you allowed it, obviously. Thank you, Flower Power. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unblock the guy who stopped spending recently after seeing one of your videos. He messaged me the same day. How should I navigate finessing money out of it? If he tries to make a date with you, make sure it's in a shopping center, near a shopping center, or at a mall or something. Make sure he know he's gonna spend money when he show up there. But you don't have to say it. You just have to insinuate it by bringing him to the environment in which money can be spent. And before he tries to say anything to impress you, see something that you really like. Oh my God, I love those boots. Oh my God, I love that. Oh my gosh. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, I fell so far behind, helping my grandma out with her mortgage due to Corona. And see if he offers you clothes, shoes, boots, whatever you talked about, or, some extra money to help out with grandma. Okay. If he doesn't, block him again because he hadn't learned his lesson. All right. If they don't learn their lesson the first time, usually by the second time, you don't need to unblock them anymore. Thank you, Queen of Swords. Man, if only I seen this 3 years ago. I fell for the building with a dusty in disguise and had a kid. Now I'm married to a provider. Thanks to you. Go ahead, Queen of Swords. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At least you figured it out. Why am I giving advice to gay men willingly? Because I can give advice to whoever I want. Last time I checked, I was free. Why do you care about what advice? I give to who? Who cares? I give advice to your mama if she watching. Oh, don't make me go off up in here. Because y'all know I can. How do you bag a busy man that's far away? By bagging one that's close instead. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you vacuum a house from far away? I don't know. Well, when you figure it out, you let me know. So, how to respond to a man asking silly questions with silly answers? This makeup stuff is expensive and hard. It sure is. That's why it's called leveling up, and that's why it is actual real work. You got to be dang near an artist, a painter, a sculptor, a dietitian, a fashion, a stylist. It's work to level up. It's not easy. That's why after you're leveled up, get your money. Okay. You see why we don't accept $5 coffee dates? Because it takes more money for us to get dressed and ready than the coffee costs itself. Exactly. I want to get some Fenty foundation. Get some then, girl. That's what you need. That's what I have. How to move a guy who is not spending as much off to the side by getting one that is spending less time with him and freestyle until you find one that spends more money. Just ease them out and ease someone else into their spot. It's going to take some time or effort. You got to get out there and actually go try to do it. Phase them out and phase someone else in. And if he starts giving more, now you got double. You say you'll take a coffee date if there's an envelope involved. Okay, as long as that envelope is involved, though. Who would I pick? You 37, no children, 2 men with bag, 12-year-old gap, less attract, 12 years older, gap, attractive, small town, never married, want kids, chasing, 224-year gap, attractive, major city, divorced, does not want kid. Whichever one is giving the most money right now. Live when you're trying to date for right now, as far as the money is concerned. You might not end up with those people, any of them. So get the money for now. If you're trying to marry, go for the one that you think is going to be the best marriage. If they're actually marriage minded about you. If not, if the dude don't want kids, he probably don't want marriage. Think about it. Okay. J-Lo was a total pick me. Yeah, she was, but she figured it out later on down the line. Should you start living in a posh area of the town, or should I just go hang out there? Go hang out there. And if you can't afford something, don't try to do it. If you can afford it, then great. But if you're living in a nice area, I would go for the middle ground so that you can be leveled up by the man. Let them help you get to the higher level. Don't go do that by yourself unless you can just do it and with no issue. But then you might have to answer questions. So always go for the middle ground. That way you can always let them impress you and give and add to you. Y'all have to think like a man. Put yourself in their shoes. Men are not impressed by certain things and they run away from them unless they're trying to get your money. Sad but true. Thoughts on drinks as a first date? I'm not really a drinker and I usually want lunch or dinner. So you don't go on a first date that you don't want to go on. Tell them exactly that. I usually prefer dinner. I'm not a big drinker. Let's see what he do. Or make sure the place that you're going to have drinks at has food. And as soon as you sit at that bar, ask for that menu. Okay. What do you eat? Vegan at a steakhouse? I don't go to steakhouse. But if I had to go, I have to get salad. I guess a side of vegetables. I don't know. A portobello mushroom. Potatoes. I guess. I don't know. Just get all sides, girl. Someone said green beans, potatoes, tomatoes. Okay. You can picture her face with no makeup. I am plant-based, right? I think people get strange about the word vegan because It means different things when you are just plant-based versus vegan. So I guess I have to describe myself as plant-based because I have leather seats in my car, I have leather purses and leather belts. So I'm technically not a vegan, so to say. How to respond in a feminine way when someone accuses you of something you didn't do. Just say it once and that should be good enough. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do that. Thank you, Dark Lordism, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Oh, Dark Lordism. Y'all keep asking me about this oudh gira. Put your info in there for the oudh gira. This one is Goddess. Sorry, I dropped it. Ooh, this smells good. Hold on. This is like the Goddess. It's very unique, very feminine, but there's like a plot twist to it. Like I like fragrances with plot twists. It's like familiar, but intriguing and alluring and mysterious all at the same time. So, oudh gira. Am I saying it right? Just look that name up and, on Google. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Actually, because this is the first time I'm smelling it, I just like sniffed the bottle and I opened it. But this is nice. Like, I don't smell anything like this in perfume shops. Like, literally, I'm impressed. And it takes a lot to impress me. This one is better. Get this one. It's called Goddess. Get Goddess, y'all. Believe me, whoever you out on a date with gonna ask you what you got on. It's an oud. It's like an oud oil perfume, so it lasts longer than a perfume. It's it's more intense, but it's also very different. And they don't really make a lot of scents that smell like this in the West. So it will definitely catch attention. Like if you want something, it will catch attention. Here, I'll type in the name. Just Google this name, okay? Or, yeah, Google that online. Hi, M Netter, Sprinkle Sprinkle. We have trolls in the house. We got some trolls in this house. Meet you at Applebee's. No, they closed down, baby. They couldn't even stay open. Not enough dusties in our area to keep it open. I had to go to the other side of town. Panera Bread's open though. The Michael Jackson mural on the wall. Y'all know that Michael Jackson mural on the wall at Panera. Y'all know y'all done sat down at Panera Bread and looked at that thing that they painted on the wall. And I know you said, well, that look like Michael Jackson. At least Panera got good artwork, you know. But for real. This really smells good though. Like, I don't know. It's like it wraps around you. Like I only put it on my wrist, and the whole room smells like this, but it's not strong. It's like it just wraps around you like a blanket. And girl, if you put this stuff on, it will linger in his car, on his clothes for days. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Doom, 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 doom. Because it will hanger and linger. Hanger and linger. I just made some up, but that's what it will do. How to get over a man. Get under another one. Under his wallet. Get in his wallet. Get in another man's wallet. That's how you get over the other man, okay? Get in another one's wallet. Chances are, if you can get in another man's wallet, you won't ever have to get over a man again. Okay. A sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the name of the site, Ujira. Okay, I'll give you, okay, go to, let me look it up, because, like, hold on, I'm going to help y'all out. I'll just be on the other screen for a second, and I will try to link the website for you. It's on Etsy. Yes. Oudh of Gira. I'm sorry. You guys, I will link it. It's Oudh of Gira or Gira. Gira? Oudh of Gira. Oudh of Shira. Gira. There it is. I'll also link it below in the description. I'll do that on my phone while I'm sitting here. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've had, he did send me some more oud that I have to go and bring out and show you guys too. But this one is by far the favorite so far. Hey, Dark Lordism, Sprinkle, Sprinkle Day. I'm trying to give them your Etsy. Oudh of Gira. Here it is. They were the goddess fragrance, the oud. Okay, here goes. I'm getting ready to link it in the description bar below. Uh-oh. So y'all can check it out. Definitely. I'll put it in the permanent comments as well. Okay, it's in the permanent comments too. Woodsy or floral? Etheric. Heavenly. Otherworldly. Okay. Nobody want no woods or no floral. We don't want in a whole nother world over here. It's a whole new world. A whole new world. It's goddess, so it's otherworldly. It's higher than some flowers and some trees, baby. Just place an order. Okay, well, I need to get me a discount code or something. Just bought one. Probably gonna sell out. Okay, we'll sell it out. I love it. Like if you're a girly girl, you like sweet candy stuff, don't get this. This is more like I would say it's more fresh but mysterious at the same time. It's a deep, mysterious, feminine, fresh, but with a plot twist. I can't explain it. It's just, it is what it is. Believe me, I think men will love it. Period. They probably have smelt nothing like it. They will remember you because you will stand out, and that will linger on their clothes, car, or whatever you've touched. Is it smart to be a housewife in this time of economical downfall? Was it smart to marry a man who couldn't provide and have more than one source of income? It just depends on how smart you were and how smart the man is, the husband is. Like most people that are financially responsible, they have backup plans and several streams of income just in case something should happen. Most people are not taught how to do this in school, which is why the education system sucks, because they're not taught how to have several streams of income or to make a financial plan just in case of emergency. So, depending on your husband, it's either a good idea or a bad idea. Or depending on you. You think you can handle it, you got to go work and go do it. If you don't, then don't. I think everything is based on everybody's choice and decision. And people that plan out things in advance usually are good, and they're never really affected by certain things as much. So be one of those people. Plan ahead. I'm going to be promoting a book soon. It's not my book, but I will be promoting a book soon about something. And I think you guys should really get the book, because it will really help a lot of people become more successful and prioritize their life correctly. What are feminine wines and champagne to say you like? I like, when I used to drink Pinot Gris. I used to drink, if I drank red, I would drink like a Merlot or a Cabernet. And I don't really, like whatever they would suggest to me or whatnot, I would ask about it, and they let me taste it or whatnot. And then I'd say, okay, that's good. But definitely not Moscato. Okay. Okay. So somebody said Moet. You better get that Douce. Get that Jay-Z brand, the spade bottle, the gold spade, okay? Somebody said Colt 45 Marcus. They still sell that? Chardonnay, yeah, Chardonnay. Saying like you like wine and champagne is already feminine. Yeah, true. I don't even drink anymore, but champagne and wine is always feminine. I'm still vegan. Still gonna be vegan next year, and a year after that, and a year after that, and a year after that, and the year after that, and a year after that, and probably the year after that. I don't know why people ask if I'm still vegan. Is a lifestyle change. When you change, you change. And that's it. I'm done. Right. You've been vegan for 6 years, Jessica. That's nice. You've been vegan longer than me, so. But I think this will be the 3rd year that we're going on for me. Do I miss meat? No. They got meat substitutes now. You can get Impossible Burger, Beyond Sausage, Beyond Breakfast Sausage. They make substitutes, so vegan patties, veggie patty. They got all that stuff. So I really don't miss it at all. Do I take supplements? Of course. I took supplements before I went vegan. I think I stay looking so good, huh? Sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm plant-based. I can't say that I'm vegan because I do have leather things. I don't wear fur, but I never really liked fur anyway. So that wasn't really because I went plant-based, but I still got leather and stuff. So. Mm-hmm. When you went vegan 8 years ago, you lost 100 pounds. Inward beauty. Well, that's amazing. Congrats. So, yeah. Besides, eating vegan is a little bit expensive sometimes, so you can't have a dusty if you're going to go vegan. They ain't got nothing vegan except for French fries through the drive-through or a side salad, darling. So if you gonna go vegan, you can't have no dusty because vegan food costs like triple of the regular food, unless you're just buying produce. But I'm talking about the other stuff. So, really gonna have to level up if you're going to want to dine or buy vegan groceries. Believe me, you try to buy a pack of regular sausage versus Beyond sausage and see what happens. You're gonna be mad. Regular sausage, how much they cost? About $3. Well, vegan sausage is $10 for one pack. I want that beef in my cash app. Make a cookbook. I want to know exactly how to do this. You know what? I'm going to tell y'all a secret. There are probably thousands of vegan cookbooks out by now, as well as videos on YouTube about how to cook vegan or go vegan. I don't think y'all need a book by me because I'm not the pro at it. It's not my passion to write a book on it. YouTube has amazing recipes. How long have you been vegan? This is going on the 3rd year. So, but I don't really talk about it too much unless people start asking about it. It's not really who I am. It's just what I eat when I get hungry and have to eat and chew up and swallow it to stay alive, You said carrot bacon? Girl, I never heard of that, but it sounds interesting. I made walnut meat, girl. You better than me because I wouldn't have made that. That took some time. I made some cashew Alfredo sauce, and that took a long time. Yeah, my kids vegan too. So, or plant-based, yes. You said Bill Gates invests a lot in that Soylent Green. My cat is not vegan. My cat eat dried cat food. You dated a Dusty who was broke and his dad died and he got 300K. He got brand new on me, left me on trips, cheating the whole yard. Oh, the whole 9 yard. Oopsie. Do he still got that money or did he spend it all already? Because if he don't know how to handle it, he won't keep it. Oh. Sasha trying to tell me to come get her out of school. I told her I'd get her when the school is over. The tire situation helped you. It was a run flat. He covered half. Okay. You knew a Dusty who got a settlement and spent 200 in less than a year. He broke now. Girl. That's usually what they do. That's why you can't give a broke man a large sum of money because he'll lose it quickly. Why do Dusties think the way they do? Because that's how they were raised. Most likely they were raised by Pygmisha or Barbara the Builder. So that's how they think. She says she's sick and broke all her bones and you're hanging from the wall with dinosaurs. I'll tell her I'm sorry. What's a good date idea if you can't eat anything? Shopping. You could go to like an art gallery. You can go to like a fundraiser or something like that, like a gala or a fundraiser or whatnot. You could go to a concert. You could go to a play, a symphony, a Broadway thing, theater, not the movie theater, something like that. Opera, ballet, someone says. Black tie affair. Exactly. You feel like most people are broke. The pandemic changed everything. Yes, broke. You know who are broke? And I don't mean to sound rude, but the people that didn't plan are broke. The number one rule for anybody is to always have an emergency plan. So most people that had money usually would already have that in place, to have an emergency plan or another way to make money. So that's what you really need to be looking for. Financially stable, financially intelligent men. They will have your money. Okay. You got to date up in the age, baby. The further you go up in age, the most likely they'll have you some money, baby. Okay. Mark is crazy. When you don't plan to fail. Exactly. How do I get my boyfriend that has been taking correct care of me to spend a bit more? I want to buy more clothes, spend on my hobbies, but I'm scared to just sound weird after months together. Well, does he have the money? Play a game, baby. Play the game. Start doing something and don't have what it takes to complete it. And when he asks why you didn't do something, tell him you can't afford it. And he'll give you the money. Like when he says, oh, you want to go out to dinner or whatever, whatever. Oh, I don't have anything to wear. I need some new clothes, but I can't afford it right now. ... Oh, what, I see you like painting. You left the paint out, or you're getting ready to paint, but I hadn't seen you do anything. Oh, well, I don't have a canvas. They cost too much. Oh, I see, you left this magazine on the table or whatnot on this page with this thing circled. Oh yeah, I'm saving up for that. So everything you can't afford, stop doing the basic things. And when he asks you why you're not doing it, say you can't afford. See if he offers it to you or gives you a bunch of money every month, and so you can't afford, or a credit card or something, but just everything you can't afford. Run out of shampoo, run out of everything. Okay? Like, tell them like your nails look bad, or you hurt your nail, or because you can't afford to get your nails done because they always break. And he'll be like, oh, I got you. Just tell me what you need. It's like, I feel like reading a good book, but I don't really want to go to the library. And he'll say, oh, just go buy a book. I can't afford. How to level up even when you're down or sad. I'm leveling up, but sometimes I'm fighting to keep myself happy. I think that's the problem. You shouldn't fight to keep yourself happy. You should either just be happy or at peace or just okay with your life in general and keep moving, That's basically all you got to do. I mean, stop putting other things first and put yourself first, and you should end up having the life you want. How do you correct a man when you feel disrespected in a feminine way and not sound controlling if it's a minor thing, but you still feel a type of way? Do it in a nice way. So you don't have to get specific with me. Like, for example, if he says something that's rude, you can say, if I were emotional type of woman or someone that took stuff personally, I might have found that offensive, but you're lucky that I'm not. So basically you told him whatever it was that he said was offensive and you took notice of it. You see? So he knows he offended you, but you're just not going to start anything about it. Or basically you don't care enough to start anything about it, but you wanted to let him know that it was or could be offensive to others. Because some people are going to be offensive and they don't even realize they're offensive. Like there's just some people that are ignorant and they don't understand certain things. And so it's not like they're even aware of it sometimes. You got to let them know, but in a nice way. But, if there's lots of age difference, remember, we grew up in different generations, dang near different cultures now. So you have to understand, if you're dealing with old people, they don't have the same political correctness as young people feel like they have to have now because they're always on social media and fear getting trolled. Old people don't have that. So y'all have to understand. You see many, you're not from the US, but see many women marrying guys from the army because they want to travel and they think that that's the life. But if they're super leveled up, they're not going to be dating no guys in the military. You know, that's for like lower middle class to, you know, to marry military because they can get ranks, they can get they can travel, they can live in other countries, and you know their husbands can earn more money down the line. But if you can just go get a man that already got money, then what's the point? You can already travel, da da da. So it's for someone who's not able to grab someone that can do that for them automatically. Thank you, Miss A. Sheer, what about leveling up with super clone designer watches and bags? Most look better than the original for $200. You can't tell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, do what you got to do, baby. But I really wouldn't floss too much designer if you're trying to get somebody to buy you stuff, you know, or to spend money on you. Because how stupid will you look with a designer purse and watch asking a man for money? Unless he done bought you the watch and a purse. You know? Y'all have to think about this stuff before y'all put it on. I really wouldn't. I would just wear something that was kind of like, you know, classy but not flashy and allow the man to upgrade me. I mean, you can keep that stuff when you're not dating and out and about. If you can wear it all you want, but when you're out on dates trying to freestyle or whatnot, freestyling, don't do that. Because somebody may see it and point it out, or somebody might have a real deal sitting next to you, and there'll be a difference that you didn't notice maybe. So I really wouldn't. How deal with a liar who will never admit it? Lie back. Make up a lie of your own. Who cares? Everybody lies. Model XOXO sprinkle sprinkle. Everybody has lied unless they can't talk. They didn't sign language to lie. They didn't typed out a lie. Everybody didn't lie. You can't keep someone from doing what they want to do. You can't control people. All you can do is know when they're lying so that you don't trust them and do what you're going to do anyway. Thank you, Grace Jones. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Love this showing. Some love. Thank you, girl. So, and that's another thing. Women want to control too much. Women want to control. Women are always talking about, well, what if the man is controlling? I will bet my life for real, I will bet my life that women are more controlling than men. Period. If there was a scale of men and women who are controlling, it would be like this. Okay? So I don't try to control anybody. I just peep the lie and I'm like, and then I act accordingly. All I need is the info, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do in order to benefit off that lie. Whatever it takes, that's what I'm going to do. How am I benefit off of that? Okay, well, that's how I'm going to do it. I know they're going to lie, so I'm still make money off the lie or the truth. Don't take it personal. He would lie to anybody. It has nothing to do with you. I missed the super chat. Sorry. Thank you, Grace Jones. I thought I got her. Yeah, we don't care. As long as that money stay rolling in and we can benefit off of them. So, sure, how do we keep up with being a sugar baby in this day of social media and dating apps? The same way you kept up with it before that. Look good and don't lower them standards. Okay. Honestly, you most people are going to meet people in real life and not off a dating app. If you're meeting people off dating apps, they're going to treat you different. So that's why I suggest meet people in person. I'm not answering these same questions that are asked every day. I've already answered most of these in all of my videos. Do you think YSL Black Opium is a good fall scent? Yeah, it smells pretty good. Can a man truly love a woman and want what's best for her? Yeah, her daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Father. Sure, how do I deal with an emotional, unavailable man who is a good provider? Just keep taking his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I treat him like a job, baby. Most people don't like their job, but they still show up every day and get that check. He's your coworker, darling. Deal with it. Get your paycheck and deal with that annoying coworker. Okay. Elsa Beauty, you went to the nice part of town looking all nice, but nobody came to talk to me. Did you blend in well? Did you stand out or blend in? You know, were you making eye contact and smiling and being very feminine? Or what? Just try, keep going, keep trying, try different places, different days. Somebody will approach. You know, freestyling is a numbers game. You go out every day or every other day to increase your chances of meeting people. Okay. What's a good story if you are married and looking for a sugar daddy? A good story is the one you come up with when you start writing it in your notebook and it sounds believable and really good and like you're the good person instead of the bad person in the situation. That's what a good story is. One that you make up that sounds true, that makes you look like the good person and not the bad person. So you're going to have to put in that effort to create that. Don't tell him you're married. Okay, well, you could tell him or not tell him. That's up to you, you know. How do you get to events that are invites only? Volunteer for them. You can volunteer like to set up stuff beforehand, and usually they'll allow you to attend the event. Or some people do coat check, and then after they've done their duty for the evening, they're able to attend the thing. Or you go with someone who is working there or something like that. Or you find the place that the event is being held and you see if you can get access to the place. Maybe stand nearby and like mingle with the people that are going in and out, and they may invite you in. You never know. A lot of times you can go online and buy tickets. Like if you just type in events and then put your city name, sometimes those events have tickets for sale online that you can just buy if you have the money. Should I freestyle in places like grocery stores, laundry? Girl, I hope you don't. Where do you live? Like laundry? You mean like the cleaners? I please don't say laundromat. Go to Whole Foods in the rich part of town. Go to the car wash and vacuum your car. Bend over, get that little car vacuum thingy. Drop something, have it roll under somebody's nice car. Oh my God, I dropped my lipstick and rolled under your car. Do I really have to have all of y'all? Do I really have to think for all of y'all? Do I really have to be your brain? Are y'all this uninspired and uncreative? Uh-oh. Do you really not know where to go, baby? You've never been driving and saw nice cars at certain places and didn't clique that rich people are up in there? You said being a snap. Okay. Come on. You said you go to the dealership. Okay. If I was single in this day and age, and I know what I know, and I have all these ideas in my head, girl, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like Kanye, you can't tell me nothing. My car be clean every day. I be at the car wash every day. So, yes. I'll be on the rich side of town and near the gated communities at the car wash. Twerking at the car wash, but not really twerking. Vacuuming at the car wash, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Go get your oil changed at places in the rich neighborhood. You'll get to sit in the waiting room for about 30 minutes with several people with nice cars. Run your errands on the rich side of town during the week or the weekend, whatever. Okay. Wash your car over there. Do your grocery shopping over there. Get your oil and car maintenance done over there. Get your, if you walk or exercise, go to the parks or whatever in that area to walk or exercise or whatnot. Your car ain't nice. Priorities, baby. Priorities. We don't start at the car wash, obviously. Mm-hmm. Don't start at the car wash, then start at the grocery store. If your car is decent, it don't have to be a luxury vehicle. If it don't have a dent in it, if it's all one color, if it's from at least 2010 and up, I think you're good. But if it's rattling, if it's smoking, if it's more than one color, if there's dents and scratches all over it, if it's rigged some sort of way, don't go in that neighborhood because you probably get arrested or stopped by the police. Okay. Just saying. Keep your car up to date as much as you can so that you can maneuver in certain places, okay? I'm just telling y'all. How do you get your guy to keep his words on things that he has promised without being a bother? Stop sleeping with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give him a list of things that he must do in order to get to sleep with you again. Put everything that he's not done on the list. Like, oh, you want some? Okay. Hold up. I'm going to tell you how to get some. To do. Here you go. When all of them things are checked off, I'll be in the bedroom. Here you go. Okay. Isn't going to these high-end bars and restaurants, especially alone, making you look like a hooker? Not if you do it in the daytime, baby. you're going to a restaurant in the daytime for lunch or happy hour, if you're going to a dealership in the daytime, if you're going to get your car oil changed in the daytime, people are not going to think you're doing anything. If you go late at night, once everybody then got off work and you wearing hooker clothes, perhaps. But if you're just looking like the normal classy lady that's running errands, then no, you won't look like no hooker. You know, if I go to a restaurant, I'm sitting at the bar, I'm ordering food, I'm getting a drink, what I used to drink, and I'm not looking around at who's walking in or walking out. I'm not really paying attention. I'm actually enjoying myself and not trying to look like I'm looking for a date, you know. Thank you, Kiwi Sprinkle Sprinkle. What lie can I tell when they see my wedding ring and to still get the back? Help, please. Love your advice. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Take off your wedding ring. Ooh. Don't even have to have that conversation. Just take it off. Let me show you how it's done. Ta-da! Ooh, I got a tan line. Girl, you would get you some bronzer and be like, okay. Sometimes they don't even care if you're married, so it doesn't really matter. So y'all, you know, I wish I could have screenshot that look. You need to start ordering some winter outfits. Yes. Men don't care if you're married. They sure don't. Another YouTube said freestyle after hours when they get off work, but I'm only free afternoons. Will this be an issue? Not if you're going to the rich area, because most of the time people with real money, they don't work a 9 to 5. I'll repeat that. People with real money, they don't work a 9 to 5, darling. So you can go whenever you like. Make sure it's in the nice area though. Try more like residential nice areas. Try the stuff around there, not just where people go out, but the residential areas that have, you know, expensive neighborhoods. Go do your errands over there. That's how you do it. You really hope he gets it. What are you talking about? Solo TV is back out of jail. You went to jail? I ain't doing no interview. How about a high-end store men's section? Men, I mean, if you're lucky, men don't really shop like women. So try something that they buy more of than clothes. You know, men don't buy clothes on a daily basis. What do they buy on a daily basis? Food, drinks, probably gas. I know Jordans. Coffee, someone says. Lunch. There you go. Get lost in someone's office building. They don't know what you're doing up in there. Y'all got to get creative. Like, man, I'm so good at this. I could have stole all the game back in the day. Go find a really nice office building with a bunch of lawyer owners, and businesses, and whatnot. Get cute and go roam around them hallways and go up and down them elevators like a little kid. Go have fun. Y'all making this too serious, and this is why y'all can't find nothing. Y'all too serious. Y'all up in there looking like hookers, when you need to be riding on elevators like some little kids. Looking cute though. Okay. So Stop thinking so much. Just go have fun. Okay? Think like a kid and go have fun. But go do it on the rich side of town. Whee! I'm going up and down the elevator. I'm going to go on every floor. You know? Ooh, look at that man over there. He looks so nice. Ooh, he look rich too. Oh, I saw him walk in from the big windows in the building, and he got a nice car. Okay, I'm gonna bump into him in the elevator. I'm gonna drop something, you know, or I'm gonna wander around close to where his office is and pretend I'm lost. See what he do. I'm gonna go hang out in the little snack cafeteria bar in this really nice building. Come on now, y'all can get creative. Oh, it's tax season, or it was tax season. I'm gonna hang out by this accounting firm with the nice cars in the parking lot or parking garage. This is where I'm going. I'm gonna roam around, ride up and down the elevators until somebody asks me for my number. Period. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, it's that easy. Y'all making it too hard. Thank you, Nicole Banks. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And what else can I do? Where else can you meet people at? Wherever they're at. Wherever they're at. Oh my goodness. This place has valet parking, and I'm pretty sure if I just stand around and pretend like I'm waiting on a car, I can see what other people are driving and make, eye contact and whatnot. And, around lunchtime when people are going to very expensive restaurants on their lunch hour because they can afford it, or they have a company that can afford it. And they're going to be like, oh, hi, how are you? Da, da, da. You can get some action right there in the ballet. Mm-hmm. Right. So trying to dress or do makeup like the girls on Instagram is a no-go after all. It depends on what type of man you're looking for. Are you looking for someone that's going to be in the rich area of town, that's classy, that's having lunch somewhere where there's valet parking, or are you looking for someone on Instagram? Can we talk about dining etiquette? Yes, there are plenty of videos on dining etiquette. And if you think you need it, please go and watch those videos on YouTube. There are probably thousands of them somewhere. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go walk your dog on your friend's dog at a nice neighborhood side of town. True. Mm-hmm. What to do when someone tries to embarrass you? Don't act embarrassed. Just look at them crazy, like, okay. Or make the comment, it must be very hard to try to embarrass someone, to put in all that effort for it not to even work. Are you done yet? Embarrass them back, girl. How do you dress for a formal exam if there are jealous women teachers? Formal exam? How do I dress for I don't even know what a formal exam is, baby. Okay, I don't even know what that is. Does it mean you have to dress up in a formal gown? Oh, you said an exam. So how do you dress to go in a classroom and take a test? Who cares? You said a final exam. You said who cares? Ain't nobody in there with no money anyway. Okay. I would have the answers written on the bottom of my shoe and I would cross my leg. That's how I dress. Okay. Strategically. You will fail your exam. I wouldn't need an exam. I passed life, baby. Don't need to pass no exam. You're a broke man magnet because your dad was rich and he is cheap, and now I have the evil eye curse. Girl, you got the evil broke curse. You ain't got no evil eye curse. Level up. Okay. Shira, any tips on how to stop being lazy? Look at your life in 5 years from now if you don't stop being lazy, and ask yourself if that's where you want to end up. There you go. I already cursed him. What? Girl, y'all life, a whole life sound cursed for real because y'all cursing yourselves. Do you trust men? How to build trust? Build trust in yourself, that you understand that you can't really trust anybody but yourself. And sometimes people don't even trust themselves. So basically, whatever is going to benefit you, that's what you trust in. Trust in what can benefit you, period. If trusting in they're going to do wrong so that you can make them do something for you or buy you a gift, trust in that. If you trust that they're going to lie to you and do whatever, trust that you're going to figure out how to benefit off of that lie. Okay. If you know that they talk and never do what they say, then trust that they're only going to talk and not do what they say. So plan to do something else with someone else and don't even bother waiting. Trust that. Trust what they tell you and how they tell you, and trust their patterns and trust their actions. Okay. That's how you trust. Trust actions and patterns. You don't trust words. Period. Thank you, Percy. Now my bag is increasing. Do I date younger or my age? I'm late 30s. You late 30s? You're almost 40. If you date your age, the women will probably be out earning you or ready to get married. If you're ready to get married, date your own age. If you're just trying to date and have some fun, date younger. Okay, because right about your age, women are either ready to have kids, some more kids, or get married or remarry. Okay, that's what you. So I would go younger. If you just getting a little, sprinkle. Shira, any tips on how to influence husband to level up along with me? He's following the patterns of his dusty family. Well, maybe find some TV shows about, families and couples or family living extra or like very leveled up lifestyle. Like find some reality shows or find some movies where, there's examples, and make him watch the movies with you, but don't act like you're trying to show him this. Just like, oh, this looks like a great movie. And it's like, oh yeah, I like her, I like their house. Maybe we could do that. Implement it, brainwash them with it, girl, like they do in the media. Slowly brainwash him into it. That's all. Tell him he would look good in certain type of clothing. Tell him this, tell him that. Brainwash him, girl. You know how to do it. I'm attracting dusties because I'm overweight. I'm extremely put together and think I'm pretty. Okay, no name, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I think you already know the answer to that question. So depends on how you want to find the solution to it. It's up to you. That's what I think. Most men that don't have a fetish for larger women prefer fit women or normal size. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably what's going on. And plus, society, has its stigmas. And so people also care what other people think. So they're less likely to approach in public or, you know, whatnot, unless they're living off of you, unless they're going to be draining your wallet. So we got to be honest with ourselves. Like, if you know it, you know it. If you want to do something about it, do something about it. But at the end of the day, we can't lie to ourselves, right? Barbara the Builder always puts women who are leveled up down. True. We don't care what she thinks because she, her brain is not functioning properly because she's overworked. This is true. I used to be overweight too and attracted dusties. Losing weight helps a lot. It sure does. It helps tremendously. You good to a whole nother tax bracket if you lost weight. You can go from dusties rejecting you to dating a millionaire if you lose weight. It's that serious. If I was my choice, catch me on a 600-pound life, but we must stay fit if you want the bag, right? Do you think dating apps are good? No, I think meeting people in person is good. When I was bigger, I was more sexualized and attracted dusties. Exactly. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize this, that when you are bigger, men just want to use you. I have to turn on the lights. It's a little too hot. Or they want to live off of you. You don't want that. You need to look expensive. That's right. How can you broke women call someone a dusty? We ain't broke, baby. Just because we want your money does not mean we're broke. Walmart wants your money. Do you think that company is broke? Mm-hmm. Most of these women have to lie about what they do for a living so that they can get men to spend money on them. Most of us, I ain't gonna say all of us, but most of us are very far from broke. And the reason why we're far from broke is because we don't date dusties, period. Okay. A real man would never pay you. Of course, a real man would never pay me. I would have access to his bank account and probably have a credit card with his name. So he would never have to physically give me anything because he would have already given me access to his accounts and his wallet. That's a real man. A real man doesn't worry about what he can give someone that he loves or the woman he's with money because he has money constantly coming in and doesn't worry about it. A real man doesn't check his bank account when pumping gas, trying to see whether he can afford gas or food this evening. Okay. A real man Shall I keep going? Mm-mm. A real man most likely is not worried about a few little dollars that he's spending on the woman he's trying to be with. Okay. But see, men don't understand this. A lot of them don't even think they're the target. Or a lot of them sitting around thinking they're the target. And they dustiness. You are not the target, baby. Y'all sitting over here trying to get game that will never be ran upon you. Y'all are signing up for y'all are preparing for a hurricane, and it ain't hurricane season, baby. It is, but you know what I mean. You're not who we're after, darling. You don't have to worry. Mm. Women need to be high maintenance. Playing nice doesn't work. That's true. I just watch this for entertainment because it's not actually helping. Of course, it's not going to help everybody. You got to level up first. I mean, it don't work on ugly people unless they watch my video how to win the game if you ugly. Maybe you need to go watch that video. Okay, it's not working for you because you don't have any game and you didn't level up. Thank you, Percy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How did you learn to clap back at the trolls so fast? You haven't lost a fight yet. How can I learn that? Keep watching my channel, Percy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. It's just a natural talent that I have. I don't know. Maybe I need to write a book called Clap Back. Clap back like Shera. I don't know. It's kind of like you take what they give you and you add to it. I don't know. You read into it. I think that's what it is. Mm-hmm. You would buy the book, okay? I think most people react, get offended, and then get stuck and can't clap back. I don't get offended. I don't react. I clap back first. I do it the opposite order. And by the time I've clapped back, there's no need to get offended because I've gotten them. Thank you, Miss T. Jones. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do I stop the woman, men, work, dusties at work from trying me? I have great energy. I'm well put together and make good money. If they don't, you have to separate yourself from them in a large way, whether it be how you dress, who you hang out with, who you even acknowledge. You're going to have to level up yourself so far that they don't even want to deal with you anymore unless it's totally professional, and that's it. I always say get in good with the boss and have them know that, like, get buddy with the boss so they don't mess with you. Okay. Like, be friends with your boss, kiss butt with your boss for a good week or so and make sure that they are seeing it and aware of it and they won't mess with you anymore. Read or find the audiobook on YouTube, The 48 Laws of Power. use that at work with your boss, gain favor, and anybody who says anything bad against you or to you will be afraid for their little jobs. Okay? They won't bother anymore. Start hanging out with higher ups. Start dressing more professional if you can. I don't know what job you do. But stop hanging out with coworkers and start hanging out with management, owners, etc., etc. Separate yourself from them. And sooner or later, they'll probably promote you up there anyway, girl. Hang out with people that make more money than you, not the same or less. I got a guy to spend on me. I asked him to F somebody in front of me. We had a fight, and the same day he is joy calling me back. What do I do? Perhaps join the S&M community. Perhaps join the swingers club. You can't just say that to random people. Not everyone is like that, darling. Okay. You said your girlfriend, Julius Max, says his girlfriend used to play men, but she knew it couldn't work with a real man. Well, she must not be leveled up enough, darling. Or she might have another one on the side and you don't know. She might be getting her money from another man. Mm-hmm. So she downgraded when she got with you. Right. Okay. So she can't get money out of you, but she could get money out of other men, but somehow she ended up with you. Wonder what made her go downhill. Interesting. Maybe she never went downhill. Maybe she's still seeing those other men and getting money from them since you can't afford to give her money. Maybe you're actually sharing a girlfriend and aren't aware of it. Unless she can let herself go and now you can afford her. And you talking about 20 years ago. Either way. Wish you the best. Is it okay to have narcissistic ways in a relationship? Of course it is, as long as you are the narcissist. Mm-hmm. Right? You just roasted Juliet on 500. A woman submits to a real man. That's right. A real man pay all the bills, and a woman naturally submits because she ain't got to worry about is my electricity paid? Is my car note paid? Is my insurance paid? Is this fool financially responsible? Do I have to correct everything he do because he don't know what he doing and he gonna have everything late and behind and people knocking at my door? Or does she live in comfort knowing that you are a financially responsible provider? So she also feels that you're a person of sound decision making, and so she allows you to make the big decisions, and there's no issue with her not being in the mood or being too tired to sleep with you when you might want to sleep with her because she ain't overworked and working for other people and doing 20 jobs when you only have one job. So most likely she will submit naturally to a provider man. The only time women submit to men who aren't providers is if they seek validation, don't think they can do any better, or feels like they can't go out and get another one and do better or whatever, or stupid and have low self-esteem. either way, it's not really going to work. And why would you why would you say that you're a real man when you can't provide? Because that's the only job of a real man. One job you can't do, but you still consider yourself real. A real good actor. Okay, so you act like a real man, but you are not a real man, because a real man would pay and provide, because that's the only job they actually have. So you can't even be real if you can't even complete the mission. You can't even complete the un singular task. Mm-hmm. It's like you got one job and won't even do that, and then gonna claim to do the job. I'm a real man. I don't provide. That's just like saying I'm employed and unemployed. I'm rich and broke. Okay. I'm a mentally challenged genius. I'm a genius with a very low IQ. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. But thank y'all so much for donating and watching. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everybody. Go ahead and hit that like button and stuff, because I know y'all see it. If y'all want that oudh link, it's in the permanent comments below. And this one is Goddess. You're welcome. Thank you, Nadia. My boyfriend is talking about marriage and is about to buy a house. Is there anything I need to do prior? Yes. Make sure the house is bought after the marriage so that you can be on the deed. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or get on the deed, baby. Get on the deed. Don't let him buy a house if you're not on the deed. That's what you need to do. Get on that deed, baby. See, a lot of men think they're slick trying to get a house before marriage. Get it. If you do, put your name on that deed, or go get your marriage license before you buy the house so that you can have it. To get on the deed, have the wedding later, whatever you got to do, but get on the deed, darling. Don't move in till your name on the deed, period. All right. Don't move in that house if you ain't on that deed. That's all I'm going to say. Let the deeds raid down upon you. Secure your place. I don't know. I'll probably be live. Maybe I might go live tomorrow. We'll see. But thank y'all. Y'all hit the like button. Come on. Try to get it up to the amount of people up in here, at least, so I can know I did my job correctly. What if he says he wants to be the one spoiling you with gifts and such, but doesn't want what? To put money on your bank account. Sell the gifts. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Put money on your own bank account. Tell them, find stuff that's easy to flip over and flip it over. And when he asks where the gifts are, tell him you sold it. And if he asks why, say, because you don't give him no cash. Maybe he'll start giving you cash. Sometimes you got to tell them, like, if you've requested cash, or if you've insinuated that you needed cash and they haven't brought you cash and only want to buy you some trinkets and gifts and you need money, then sell the stuff and get the cash. And when they ask you where it is, tell them you sold it for cash because you need cash. Or you could tell them, oh my God, I totally forgot to stop by the ATM machine today. Could you please stop and get me some cash? I need cash for something, tomorrow. And I hate going to ATMs at night. Okay. Tell them to stop and bring some cash. And tell him a low amount and see if he adds extra to it. Like if he says, well, how much do you need? Oh, about $40. If he takes out $40 and hands it to you, take it. It's like, oh, thanks. And then don't ever pay him back. And he should add extra to that. He should like put like 200 or something, 300, 400, something. More than that, but it's a test. See what he's gonna do. A single woman, do we buy house or car first? Already have 2010 car and an apartment. Next steps. Well, do you need a house? Yeah. Are you ready to pay taxes, larger bills? Depending on what type of house you move into, you have homeowners association fees, you have property taxes, insurance. Are you ready for that? Increased electric bills, increased water bills, increased gas bills, increased what? Are you ready to have your bank account monitored for 6 months? Are you ready to put down large amounts of money as a down payment? Is your property value going to go up or down in the next 5 to 10 years if you choose to sell your house? Are you going to get back what you paid for it? How long do you want to pay your house off at? Is it in a flood zone? Is there mud taxes, etc., etc.? This is why you should just get right. You're a teacher and a health coach. Mm-hmm. If I was a teacher and a health coach, what would I do? I mean, I would do the math, and you can always rent out whatever property that you purchase if you should get married and do better, or make money and upgrade your house over the years. You can always rent that one out. It can be your starter house. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all get them likes up before I go. A real woman submits in the presence of a real man. They can feel the real money. Women submit to real men all the time. As soon as they see that car, that house, that career, they be like, they turn totally different. At first, they be like, when they see that nice car roll up, and then their frown, attitude face automatically transforms. They become a shapeshifter. They like, Hi. Whole voice change, facial structure change, eye color change. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Hi, Shira. On the third date, I did the damsel in distress story, but the men said it's too soon for them to support me. Is my timing off? Shall I build the connection first? Thank you. Depends on what you look like, how old they were, and how you did the damsel in distress story. But most likely, they would have given you the money if they liked you more than you liked them. So I say fail, move on, get somebody older. They were the wrong target. But thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So yeah, women do change in the presence of a real man. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Thank you. Thank y'all. I was trying to get the likes up to 600 at least. Come on. Click like. The girls you give money to cheat on you with Julius Mack. Well, as long as you have a purpose in life, darling, then, I'm not mad at you. If you're there to fill a void, then fill that void if that's what you're there for, darling. Because you definitely can't fill a bank account. So play your role. Okay. Julius Mack never wanted her. Well, somehow you got suckered into it, obviously. Well, whatever your role is, good luck. I'll see you guys later. Bye.